Hi, Ian here from Insightful Products. Today's video is going to be talking about strap length, and it seems obvious maybe at first that a strap length is from the one end to the other, but it turns out not to be a good way to measure a strap because the hook end is meant to be cut to size. So if you cut a portion of the hook, clearly that measurement would be off, right? So what we're going to do here is show how to correctly measure a strap. The other thing you'll notice about our straps is it has a middle check strap in it, and the reason we have this is to allow for greater stretching on the upper part of the strap and still have some nice compression on the lower part of the strap, and that's because the leg tends to be conical and this adapts for that. In our model here that we use here in the lab, we set it up so that we can test our own straps. The 10-inch circumference is labeled, the 14-inch circumference is labeled. This isn't where you would normally measure circumference. We recommend that you measure circumference 10 inches up from the floor, which would be about here. And the brace actually doesn't go up to the 10-inch level. Of course, we account for that. And we also account for the fact that when you put a strap around a brace, it's also a leg with a brace on, it's actually bigger, obviously, because the girth added by the pads and the upper uprights require a bigger strap. We're looking to have a strap that doesn't fall short and put hook against the person's leg or their sock and has enough overlap so that you have some engagement. So this particular strap here would, you may want to trim a little bit of extra hook off the end of here in order to not have a floppy end. So that's why we measure the straps in a certain way so that you can cut the variety in lengths here at the tab or the hook end doesn't affect the length of the strap, because what I'm going to show you is that we're going to measure the length from this point to the end of the pile as it's stretched out. So let's measure a couple of straps here so you can see what it is that we provide. So the extra small strap, when stretched out, we'll want to measure from where the hook ends to the end of the pile. And in this case, you'll see that it's just about 10 inches. The small strap, again, measured from right here, ends up being 11.5 inches. The medium is just about 13 inches. And the large measures out to almost 14.5 inches. There's a little bit of variation in that, and that doesn't matter. We just want to make sure that you have this hook away from the leg, and it can overlap as much as this, no problem. That's why we have that ability to cut it. So if you end up overlapping a lot, just cut the end that you're not using so it's not flopping around and getting in the way. And that concludes length of strap video.